Hello ladies and gentlemen, today we're back in Company of Heroes 2 and we are continuing with the Operation Barbarossa Theatre of War campaign. God, that's a hell of a mouthful, but anyway, we're now on to the solo challenges and we're going to start off with Cold Weather, where we're going to play as the Russians, basically in the Oka River Valley, trying to force back the Germans after their relentless assault on what we call the motherland. Hopefully we're able to at least hold them at this place, maybe for reinforcements to come, maybe we can somehow use our tanks to break their lines, or use our infantry in quite a desperate way to push them back. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. It may not happen, but we'll see. Let's get in there.
This blizzard has caught a German armored column by surprise, comrade. They are completely bogged down. Move in to eliminate those German vehicles while the cold weather lasts. But be careful. General Winter will not spare you if you remain exposed to the cold. You will need to raid German supplies for the ammunition. The fascists hold the major crossroads, comrade. Dislodge them and we can send you additional reinforcements.
Fair, that sounds like a good plan.
Troops are equipped with flares. Use them to scout out locations without exposing yourself.
Okay, well let's do that. We'll chuck a... well, we need to control one of them. We'll chuck a flare over here to see what we can see. They can also button a vehicle, which basically paralyzes it, making it useless, and then we can get a lot of shots on it. We obviously don't want to move up without adequate support, and also we don't want to move up without seeing everything that we can see. We know that there are some people here that we have to worry about, so what we'll do is just push these guys here, and unfortunately my guys are going to freeze to death if we don't kill these guys fast, which is a real issue. If we don't kill these guys fast, we won't be able to get to this fire pit, and then we'll die. But it looks like they are at least hurting. We will move up while shooting, just so we don't have any guys die. It looks like all they've got is Kar-98s right now. Yes, it looks like the standard Kar-98s, and there we go. We're actually heated. We'll get these guys in here, these guys behind here. Everybody is warm, which is lovely, and in cover. So taking them out should be very hard to do. We're against 4 men, and what seems to be a very much broken half-track trying to come in to use its machine gun. But what we can do is we can throw a fragmentation grenade, or we can button the vehicle if we feel like it. But right now, all I want to do is just clear out all these troops. These guys are completely useless in this position, it seems, so it is time to move them. You cannot button the vehicle for some reason, so we'll move you back. And the infantry are now taken out. You boys move forward to button the vehicle. And there we go, it should be taken out pretty fast. Good stuff, so that's the first vehicle down, including 2 sets of infantry. We have some supplies there that we will go and get. Buttoning the vehicle does cost a bit of manpower. Munitions. Manpower is the yellow one. So that's kind of annoying, because we want to save it for flares and the such. But, you know, it's not the end of the world. What we want to do is push up here, though, where the fire pit is. Basically try and follow the fire pits as we go down. It would be nice getting this 45mm, so we'll do that. The 45mm is pretty good, obviously, at taking out vehicles. We can keep it behind for cover. And there we go. It's going to only have to be manned by 2 men, for obvious reasons. Otherwise, we are going to struggle, because we won't have enough infantry to move forward. Right, so the next fire pit is looking like it's over there. So what we'll do is we'll move back to this one, use it as kind of a base area, and then we can push... oh no, we can just push through here. But first of all, I do want to fire a flare over that, just to see what we can see, if there's any units around the area. If there are, then we're going to obviously have to be a bit more cautious. And there we go. Right, so there's 3 grenadiers, and that seems to be about it. So we'll move in with this group. We will push you behind to give cover, and we'll bring in the 4 behind this vehicle here. providing brilliant cover for what we have. We'll move behind these, just to give us extra cover than behind the truck. And it looks like they're trying to move around, but, you know, they can do whatever they want. It looks like they're moving forward, which is a terrible decision on their part. They are actually freezing to death, which is quite interesting, because, well, they don't have fire around there. Very sad, very sad. But, I am against them, so I suppose I shouldn't care too much. It looks like it's a 4-on-1 situation right now, with the backup of a 45mm. 45mm seems to be missing a lot. It seems to be designed to take out tanks much more than vehicles. But here we go. So we'll reposition this to get into a better position. Fragmentation grenade will go down just to kill them, so we don't take any damage. And bonk. Both of them are dead. Wonderful stuff. We did actually lose one guy, which is very sad, but it's not the end of the world. From here, we need to clear the German reinforcements over there to give us some... we need to clear the Germans in the area to give us some reinforcements. That's exactly what we'll do. We'll use this bit as our station area, basically to get everything ready and stuff like that. But first of all, we need to see what is in the area. So, fire the flare. It seems like the animation has buggered up a little bit. We're going to shoot at that guy. Give him a good hit. Looks like we missed. I think their field gun is better than my field gun right now. But here comes the armored car, so we're going to move back. Get everybody else in range. And wonderful stuff. Took it out very, very fast. We'll move in everybody else. And it looks like that could be the armored convoy. If we take out this gun, then we'll be in a beautiful position. We'll just move this gun forward. So we know there's a dead thing there, but at this moment in time, I'm more focused on taking this out. So I'm going to move my troops across with cover of this 45. And we should be able to push here. You boys push here. And we'll be in a good position. What we do need to do is throw a fragmentation grenade to try and take these guys out. Otherwise, we're going to struggle if we're not near that fire pit. Lovely stuff, right? There we go. Moving. Hell yeah. Let's get next to that fire, get nice and toasty, hold this position. And then we'll be able to just move around, take everything else out. Let's see what we have. We have 2 loads of conscripts, which is wonderful. That means that we can get these guys back up to full health. We also have engineers, which can build fire pits at no cost. So it means that moving forward is a lot easier, which is exactly what we want. You boys get here. You guys start to merge. We also want to take this gun for ourselves. So what we'll do is with the conscripts, we'll take this. And we'll use the other conscripts. I don't know. I mean, I don't really need them back up to full. That's what I'm thinking. But anyway, we'll set up both field guns over here so they're useful. Fire pits is made, so we'll put on the next one. This tank, what is wrong with this? It doesn't have a main gun, and it doesn't have, and it's immobilized. So we'll just shoot it a couple of times, basically take it out. We could use the PCRSs to get some rear armor hits, but our guys are doing a good job anyway, and there's no point in wasting troops. So there goes the Panzer IV. Very good. Well done, guys. Pushing forward. What we'll do with these guys is push over here, see what we can see. Looks like we can't see a lot. Just push you here. I'm trying to move in relation to the fire pits that I created. Something that I definitely need to do is fire a flare to see what's going on over here. And then we can move forward. So the flare animation actually worked this time, so that's pretty cool. The flare animation, in my opinion, is one of the best in the game. It looks very cool. No, I didn't mean to do that. You stay there. Something is moving, which is kind of worrying. Can you hit him? Yes, you can. Wonderful. Right, so we'll move up these two just to shoot him in the ass. And while we're doing that, we'll just keep making fire pits, to be honest. Wonderful stuff. That's him dead. Move him up a little bit more. The flare might go down. which is kind of annoying. But we can still see him just. No, we can't. Move back. And keep building it. So we're going to have to use our men scouts out, which is completely fine. Like, I have faith in them. They are now, what, 1 star each, so that's pretty cool. But there we go, we can now see whatever it is. It's a Panzer IV F1, and it's dead. So that's 3 of these dead in this convoy. I'm guessing this is the convoy they were talking about. We'll just keep moving up. The bloody snow over here is annoying as hell. Because it basically means I can't see anything. But without the snow, they'll be able to see us when we came in. So, you know, it's not terrible. It's a win-lose situation, really, when we look at it. There are some supplies here that we do want to pick up. So go on, get going. And everybody else, just keep following the fire pits that we are creating. Let's put you here. Since we took out, well, what, 3 vehicles here? I can't see there being that much more in this area. But I may be completely wrong. We haven't scouted out any of this area yet. So we will have to see. We may have to face check some areas, which is not going to be fun, but you know how it is. That's how we get stuff done in the Russian army. We just, you know, walk in, see what happens. We're just moving everybody up gradually so we don't run into anything too bad. Looks like there may be something there, so chuck a flare. Let's see what is over there. Let's have a look. Come on. There's a machine gun. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to charge that position behind them. At the same time, we'll get you guys down. Something that we do need to sort out with the combat engineers is to give them... Let's see, have you turned around yet? Nope. You stay that way around. I don't want to face that MG42. Come on, boys. Keep going. You're doing well. Just get near the fire pit and then just kill them. Oh, they're finally turning. So we need to definitely target them as soon as possible. And there we go. That's them dead. Wonderful. So let's give these guys flamethrowers because they've done a really good job, to be quite honest, at moving up. We'll move our AT guns behind just to make sure that they are safe. We'll move the conscripts into position just in case we need them. And once again, we'll just move up these guards rifles, who seem to be doing the majority of the damage, forward. One thing that we do have is a hell. Oh my god, okay. Let's go over there. Looks like our guys are getting pretty much twatted on over there, so maybe we should go and help. See who it is. We'll go there to get into some cover. And there we go, wonderful. We'll set up these in this position so they can at least hit some stuff. I didn't mean to put the engineers there, move back. I meant to put you here. The engineers are obviously still very fragile, just because they're engineers. They don't take a lot to kill, but we are moving up with all 3 squads, doing a pretty good job, slowly but surely taking everybody out. So the vehicle which was in the area, which was a half-track, is now dead, so we don't have to worry about that too much. And what we will do is we'll merge this squad with the engineers to keep them nice and healthy. There are 2 guys left over there, so we could move forward just to take them out, but it looks like we got a good hit on them. Many thanks, yes. Wonderful. Okay, so we'll want to merge with those guys, just to keep them nice and healthy. The mortar squad doesn't need anybody, it's going to stay behind everybody, just because it's a support unit, so it's not going to be out in the front at all. So the best thing to do with it is just to keep it in the back, so therefore it shouldn't really get hit, and therefore shouldn't lose any men, so we don't need to give any men to it in the first place. But with these partisans, they definitely need a bit of help, so there's no point in just losing them straight away. We do have 2 conscripts left, which is kind of annoying. We do want to have more of them, but maybe as we go along we'll find some more. We didn't look over there, but I believe they moved forward from that position, so I'm not too bothered about it. Another thing we do need to do is basically what we did in the other place, just set up fire pits. We have another 45 there. I don't think we need it, to be honest. We have a 45 and a 75. Is this 75? Yes, 75mm. So we don't have to worry too much, and 2 sets of guards rifles, so I'm not too worried about our killing power when it comes to tanks. We've found a lot of tanks which are pretty useless, just because of the way... let's just put that there. They've been either immobilized, or their main gun's been damaged, or both, so... the only thing we've had to really worry about is the half-tracks, and they still haven't done a lot. We're firing a flare over there to see what goes on. We have a sniper in that building that we do have to worry about. So what we're going to do is we're going to just pile on the pressure on that. We also have a half-track over there. Looks like it has a destroyed engine. Good hit! Good hit. Let's see, is it a destroyed engine? Immobilized, that's good. So there goes the sniper. Goodbye, good night, good sir. And there's not a lot he can do. It's good that we did throw that flare, knowing that sniper was there. Oh, no. Go, go, go. We need to take him out. He cannot escape. Keep going, don't stop. Keep going, don't stop. Why are you guys freezing to death? You're right next to the fire. Kill him! Ha!
The enemy has killed another infantry squad.
What? What? What the hell hit him? Pussies. Oh, shit, fire. Sorry, not fire. They're freezing. Right. Okay, I'm an idiot. That is an issue. So we'll have to move everybody forward. I need to keep them all together. I had too many squads there and I couldn't really control them. But that was my fault at the end of the day. That was really my fault for them dying. But let's just set up this here. We have another vehicle here, which will be 7th out of 9th. That's a ruddy tank, so we need to deal with that ASAP. It seems to have a gun on it, so we'll just set up. And the engineers have been hit. What we will do, though... oh, it looks like he froze, so that's wonderful. Move back so you don't die, and we'll set up another fire pit over here. Put you guys over here to see what's in the river. It seems like we've had 2 vehicles in the river so far, so it wouldn't be, you know, crazy if there was more than that. Yep, there it is. He's down to 1. What the hell hit you? Oh, it was a Panzer SF1. Okay. You want to hit? Good hit. Right, want to hit him again? And this would be the last one. Wonderful. I definitely need reinforcements now.
Excellent. The blizzard shows no sign of lifting.
That's not excellent. Really? Okay. Where are they? I'm guessing they're over here. Something we need to do is with our guys who are pretty hurt, we need to just move them up using the fire pits so the guns can just move by themselves. There's a tank, so just hit it. Hopefully we can sink it before it kills anything. The 45 doesn't seem to be doing a lot to this, but the 75 is definitely doing, you know, a decent amount of damage. The gunner has been killed, which is wonderful, so there should be no machine gun coming down, and there we go. He's in the drink, as they say. So we'll move up all these guys. We'll chuck a flare here, because it seems like they're in the river. Yes, thank you for telling me I can merge squads. But the issue is here, I don't have any conscripts, so, you know, how am I going to deal with that? But anyway, we're going to move up. After that is shot. We'll move up a fire pit with them. These guys are freezing to death, so move next to the fire, you dodos. Let's see what we see. We see absolutely nothing, which is a bit of a worry, since that's where I thought they would be. You build that, then go there. You guys slowly but surely move up. You warm yourself. And what we'll do is we'll throw a flare here to see what we can see. Maybe they're in this area, or maybe they're just across, you know. That's the only area we haven't looked at. Well, I suppose we haven't really... No, we did, because that's where the sniper was. So, yeah. We'll have a look. So we'll throw a flare. Or try to throw a flare. It looks like there's some guys in that building over there. But that's really about it. So maybe we can shoot them from over here without them seeing us. But I do hear a tank. Right, so this guy can shoot them, which is good. What we want to do is set up another fire pit here. We'll put this guy with his DP-28 in there to give us some cover. You guys need to come over here since they are trying to come across here. Set up everybody here. They are freezing to death, which is nice, but we will throw a fragmentation grenade to try and just kill them instead of having to deal with them. There we go, that's wonderful. We'll move you guys next to the fire pit, and we have our TP-28 dude covering us. Hopefully he doesn't die. But they still are trying to come across here. Even looking at all the flamethrowers and everything like that seems like a terrible idea. But, you know, it's up to them. Our sniper's nest with our DP-28 dude in it is doing okay. It's not doing brilliant, but he's not dead. And I count that as a win. We'll throw another one of these across here to see what we can see. And we'll build a fire pit in the center so we can move across. That's a machine gun. Yeah, move back, move back. So that's something we definitely have to worry about. We can set up the guns over here so they can deal with it. Or at least try to. If they can't, then moving across here is going to be very hard. Something that we can do. We're down to one engineer, that's not good. Partisans. Come over here. Where was that? The mortar was over there, and we need to go and get it, to be quite honest. Once we get that, we can easily move across. Something that we are struggling for is just troops in general. I mean, these guys are still full health, which is wonderful. But apart from that, we are struggling to find troops which are a decent strength to push across. If I had more troops at this moment in time, what I would do is I would make a full frontal offensive assault here. Basically try and get at least some of the troops to here, lob a grenade, and it would take them out. But that's not possible right now. So what we have to do is we have to go back, have a look for that mortar, try and bring it to the battle. And we should be alright. These guys can actually make tripwire flares, so that's pretty cool. So there's that. Here's the mortar, wonderful stuff. And we'll get these guys back to the battle, and then we'll be able to push forward. Something we can do is throw a few more flares around to see if we can actually find the vehicles that we're trying to kill. Which have eluded us so far. They could be anywhere. But we'll throw it right there, as far as we can, so we can see as much of the area as possible. We'll throw another fire pit over here, trying to just cover everywhere. And yeah, it seems like the only enemies in this area are machine gunners. So we don't really have to worry about too much. And this is a bonus, by the way, so I don't even have to do it. But, you know, I want to do it. I like doing the bonus parts of these missions over here. And this guy is going to freeze to death, but luckily he's building a fire, so he won't. Something we also need to sort out is another fire there. And we are nearly back into position. What guns do these partisans have? PTRSs? Get off. They're partisans. They should have bloody Moisenagans or something like that. But anyway, that's not my beef. Let's just put a bunch of mortar rounds on this house. And we'll set up these guns over here so they can shoot anything that comes. Let's see. Oh, let's put a big hole in that house. Right, what I want to do now is get you guys and throw a flare over there to see how much damage we're actually doing. Because as we can see, we've put, well, 3 holes, 3 big lumps in this house. And hopefully that's taken out the machine gunner. Oh, that's a stug. Fire. Oh, it's hit him. He is hurt, but he's not dead yet. So there's something to worry about. But he will die pretty soon. It is a 2-star stug, so he has the side plates. But it doesn't really matter. It looks like they're bringing in another of their tanks, which I probably wouldn't agree with, since we have so much anti-tank power across here, especially across the river, because the thing is we can destroy the water, destroy the ice under this thing, and try and take it out, but it looks like that's not even going to be needed. It looks like we're just going to hit it. It's got a destroyed engine, and there we go. It's landed itself in the water. Quite a bad decision from the Germans there.
Taking advantage of the cold, were able to eliminate an entire German armored column. Victories such as this one would weaken the overextended Germans and ultimately save Moscow.
So wonderful, we were able to complete the 2 objectives. Especially the bonus one, and get a victory for ourselves, forcing the Germans back. And if we can do it over and over again in different areas, it means that the German advance will slowly come to a halt. But anyway, cheers, and I'll catch you next time.